Facebook account because I don't actually use it generally. So it's quite cool.
Okay, okay. So we have around 133,000 members right now, and we receive
Nice.
around 500, 600 members every single day.
Nice, very nice.
I will let you present yourself first.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, my name's Manny. I'm the CEO and founder of two companies. One's called MAD, which is a creative consultancy, and the other is called Bloo, which is a simple and affordable online project management system. And that's been running now for 3 years. Yeah.
Okay. On your website, I realized that it's simple and affordable online project management software. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it was mostly, running my other business. I used to also use a lot of other different project management tools, and two main problems I had. One was the price, especially as my team grew. The per user fees really started to add up. At one point, we were paying more than $1,000 a month just for project management. And two, inviting my clients onto the platforms. It was also quite difficult because we had to go and train them. And so in the end, I had a big enough problem with that I decided to build my own solution. Yeah.
So you realize that the cost is too big, and that's why you create your own solution. After that, you want to share this with other people and companies, yeah?
Yeah, correct. Basically, we started out building it just for ourselves, and then as a professional service firm, obviously we invited our clients to use it, and then they started asking if they could use it for their own business, and then it kind of grew from there. Yeah.
What is the difference in terms of pricing compared to the other?
Yeah, good question. So essentially, most other software like Asana, Trello, ClickUp, and Monday, they'll have like a freemium version. So that's their business model. So when you're just starting out, it will be free. But then once you get past kind of 10, 15 users and you need more advanced features, you'll then need to pay. And generally, you'll be anywhere between $8 to $20 a month, depending on the different plans that they have available. While with us, it's a complete flat price for a company. So we have no free version. We have a free trial for 14 days, but then it's only paid customers, and that's only $50 a month, and that's for an unlimited number of users, a limited number of projects, and also as much file storage as you need as well. So it's a very generous, simple plan. Yeah.
But tell me, with this pricing, you can afford to offer customer support?
Yeah, for sure. I think we run a pretty lean team. I think in terms of overall, in terms of development and support staff, etc., it was only 6 of us. So with that, and we generally try and offer. I'm based right now. I'm in Italy, and then we've got some of our other kind of customer success people in Asia. So with that, we try and cover a good chunk of the time zone. And I think generally speaking, with customer support, etc., we try and also solve the root cause of the problems. So if we're getting a lot of emails for the same thing, wherever it's a bug or it's a usability problem or something that people don't understand, we'll actually try and fix the underlying issue. So we reduce the number of support requests, right? And every week we kind of have a meeting and catch up and read through all the emails and make sure that we're addressing these fundamental issues. Yeah.
Okay. On our community, we have also big affiliates for software as a service and for software industry. And what about an affiliate program? Do you have an affiliate program for Bloo?
Yeah, we do. So this is actually one of the main ways that we've been growing, is partnering up with organizations and individuals that already have an audience. And essentially, our kind of standard affiliate program is actually 50% commission on license fees for 2 years. And essentially, you can log in, you can create yourself different affiliate links if you want to track different channels, and then you'll get a dashboard where you can see the performance of the different links. And the cool thing is that if one of your audience clicks on that link, we actually put a cookie and save that for 180 days. So even if they don't sign up right away, but they sign up, say 3, 4, 5 months later, that still counts as a sale through the affiliate program. So yeah, it's quite a generous program.
Okay, fantastic. Can you show us how it works? Can you share the screen to?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'll give a quick demo. Why not? By the way,
it's easy. share screen.
Cool. Got
On
it.
the left side.
Can you see my screen right now?
Yep, I see
Cool.
myself.
Perfect. Awesome. So let me jump in. So yeah, so I'm actually right now I'm using the Bloo Mac app, but you can access Bloo through any kind of web browser. We've got Mac and Windows apps, and obviously, of course, iOS and Android. And so when you first log in, you'll basically land on this page, and this kind of gives you a quick snapshot of what's happening in your company. So you've basically got your kind of recent activity across all your different projects. You've got the recently active people, and then you've got if you've got any overdue to-dos, you'll get notice here as well. And then essentially on the sidebar, you can quickly access all your different projects, and then you've also got the kind of overall company activity across the entire company. So basically, this is what's happening across all your different projects, and so this is a nice way to keep up to date. And you can also, with most things in Bloo, you'll also always be able to kind of filter by date or other parameters as well. If anybody kind of assigns you a task in a project, that will then slot in here, and then we'll also categorize these by things that have got due dates, things that are overdue or due today, etc. And then we've got this nice great feature as well. There's a company calendar. Essentially, we'll take all the to-dos that have a due date across your entire company and then place them on a calendar. And this is cross-project, which is kind of really powerful because you can get like a bird's eye view of what's happening. Yeah, then jumping into a particular project itself. So I'll go into Bloo HQ, and this is quite an interesting project because this is actually the project that we have in Bloo that we use to build Bloo. So it's basically, I don't know if you've heard, I think it comes from Microsoft, like, you got to like eat your own dog food kind of thing. So, we make the product, but then we use the product to keep improving our own product. So it's kind of a nice circular way. So essentially what we've got here is, this is the board view. So we've got a whole bunch of different lists, and we move this, all items through this particular process. So from ideas all the way to what's coming up soon, to under development, under review, and then kind of ready to ship. So actually, for instance, today we just shipped French into beta. So now anybody who speaks and reads French can actually use Bloo as well. And yeah, the cool other thing you'll see here is that there's a whole bunch of tags as well. So for instance, I can actually go and click on, say, a tag like feature request, and that will instantly filter my board and then give me a much tighter view of what's happening. And the great thing as well here is that you can mix and match filters as well. So you can filter by tags, you've got assignees, due dates, and we've also got different views as well. So we've got the board view right here, but actually we can also have a calendar view as well, a list view, and then if you've got geolocation information as well, we can also show things onto a map as well. So it's pretty powerful for that too. And one of the really powerful features, I think, of Bloo, which comes as a standard kind of plan, which most other tools only allow you access in sort of business or enterprise plans, is automations, which is really cool because it allows you to just get rid of the kind of the basic admin work. So essentially, what you can do here is tell Bloo to automatically do things for you when something happens. So for instance, if a to-do is moved to a particular list, imagine like under review, I can automatically, assign a few people to this, and I can also set a due date as well, right? So I can say, okay, well, let's change the due date, and we'll have 7 days from that date, right? And then I can go and kind of create that, and you can mix and match a whole bunch of these automations together to basically automate your work away. And then you'll notice that the other thing that we think is very important in terms of usability is having great documentation and help guides as well. So throughout the whole app, you'll see these kind of question marks. And basically what that will do is that will open our user guide right within the app, so you can learn more about how to use Bloo. And essentially, you've got this kind of question mark across the entire app, and anytime you change page, it will surface relevant content depending on where you are. Yeah, and a few other things that we have is we have an entire kind of file section. And again, one of the great unique selling points about Bloo is the fact that we've got basically unlimited storage for your company. And the only limit is that each individual file needs to be less than 5 gigabytes. So you can basically drag and drop files onto here, and they will upload. And any files that you upload in in the to-dos will also end up there as well. Yeah, and then finally, in terms of one of the other key kind of project tools is forms. So basically, you can create forms, and you can create the kind of custom fields around it, and then you can instantly spin up a form and start getting outside people to contribute data into Bloo as well. So yeah, so these are kind of the overall high-level basics. We've got a whole bunch of stuff as well in terms of we support a whole bunch of languages. We've got dark mode, and we've got some really great, easy-to-use settings around notifications as well, which I think a lot of apps don't do very well, but we've kind of done it pretty simply. So you basically have a list of all the notifications, and then you can just pick how you want to be notified or not, and then you can turn specific projects on and off there as well. So yeah, so that's a pretty kind of a basic overview of Bloo, but I think you can see we've taken a lot of care on making the user interface and user experience really easy to use.
Yeah, yep, very easy.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you very much. You can close now because I have some questions for you. What's the best advice in business you know and you can share with our community?
Oh, great. I think I would say, I think at a kind of initial startup point, so if you're just starting out, I think one thing is to get something out in front of customers as quickly as possible, and then constantly be in communication with customers. I think I've seen quite a few horror stories of people sometimes working away for 1 or 2 years, almost in secret, and they're too shy to put the product out in the world and get real feedback. And that doesn't normally lead to good results, because the ideas that you're going to have, the reality of actually trying to sell that to real people and them using it is normally very, very different. And the only way you can really build a great product is by really, really spending a lot of time speaking to your end users. And there's no shortcut for that. You have to do that. So I would say that's probably my number one kind of tip. I guess very close to number one is don't run out of cash. I've had that happen a few times in my previous company, and it's extremely stressful. And I think, I see it as the number one job of the CEO is to basically make sure you've got, good goals, you've got teams wrapped around those goals, and then you make sure that you have enough cash in the bank to support that. Because, the cash is a bit like oxygen for a business, right? If you don't have it, the company can't breathe. You can't do anything. So yeah, I think that's always something to be very wary about.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, great advice. Yeah, I realize that you know exactly what you are doing, and I know that it's just a matter of time after we heard about Bloo more and more in, for example, in Forbes.
Right. Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. I mean, I think in terms of like growing the product and what we want to do with Bloo, we're not backed by venture capital or private equity, which is unusual for this type of company, because mostly they are. So it's privately owned. It's myself and a partner. And so with that, while we do want to grow, we also don't want to kind of ruin the thing that we're doing, because there's a tendency often to go after bigger and bigger customers and start to ignore small, medium businesses. So for us, we're trying to really keep the focus on serving our core customer base, which is small, medium businesses. So yeah, I think you'll see Bloo growing across the internet in the next few years. I really hope, but I think you'll see that commitment to simplicity and to being affordable will stay there, right?
We will join the affiliate program to support you, and we will invite all our connections, big affiliates and small affiliates, to join your affiliate program to support Bloo, because we think you have a fantastic product. And also we realize that there are some companies, they create a good product, but after that they don't improve. They are not listening the final customers, and that's why after a period of time, 1 year, 2 years, they don't give access to the customer support, they don't come with features, and everything goes down when they are just 100 meters to scale up and to succeed big times.
Yeah, and I think there's a few reasons for that. I think there's a tendency in the tech space to kind of think that, success is like overnight, like, okay, you're going to ship this one feature or do this one thing, and that's the one that's going to cause the crazy growth or whatever. I don't think that's the case. I think it's really day in, day out, putting the effort to incrementally improve a product or a service, right? We put our release notes on, really front and center on our website. It's on our top navigation bar. You can see it there, and you can see 3 years of history there, right? Every month improving. And I'll be the first one to say that the first release we had of Bloo was awful, right? I mean, even my own team I forced my own team to use it, at our agency, and even they complained. But it was a start, and we started to get feedback, right? And then 3 years later, we had something that's going to be usable. So yeah, I think that's really important. And being in it for the long run, 5 years, 10 years, I think it's important, because then you can execute on a vision, right?
Yeah, and it's also, to be honest, it's very hard to manage and to improve every single day, to work every single day. What final users see is just easy project management tools, software. He pay, doesn't matter, $100 per month, and is happy. But on the background of this, it's a lot of hard work, passion, smart people, risk.
Yeah, for sure. I think, especially on the simplicity side of things, I think sometimes it's, you see something that's simple and you think, oh, okay, well, it must have been also simple to make it, right? And actually, it's almost the opposite. If you do something that just works and you've abstracted a lot of the complexity, actually, it's a huge amount of work to do that, right? Because you've got to think about, okay, how's the best way to implement this, and what's the user experience and that sort of thing. So there's a lot of thinking that goes into making something easy to use. It's very easy to make a complex product, right? I think it's difficult to make a simple product. Yeah, so it's kind of slightly ironic on that, yeah.
Thank you very much for your time. I wish you a fantastic day.
Yeah.
And I hope we will see you in a couple of years, a big competitor for the biggest guys on the market.
Yeah, I think I'm hoping to grow. I think we're hitting 1,000 customers shortly, and I think the next milestone we want to hit is 10,000 customers, and I really hope that we can connect with the community and they can help us do that, and they can benefit as well. So yeah, I think that's really looking forward to that.
Thank you very much. I wish you a fantastic day.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Bye now. Bye now.